Forbes, ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor and a privilege to introduce to you our history-making Lieutenant Governor, Aruna Miller.
Thank you so much, Rick. Rick, I got to tell you, I think my husband and you both listen to the floor hearings. He's the only other person I know that listens to it every single day. Can we give it up for Rick? Has he done a great job or what as our MC? Thank you for your leadership, Rick. I want to welcome every one of you, Team Frederick, that's here today, and to all our federal, state, and local partners that made this fabulous center possible, right? The Asian American Center for Frederick offers so many countless services for so many individuals, especially immigrants. And I can tell you, here in the state of Maryland, Maryland is the most diverse state in the Mid-Atlantic region, where 15% of our population are immigrants that are born in other countries, and 1 in every 5 Marylanders speaks another language at home besides English. And so this is a great diversity of our state. And I couldn't, I think every one of you would agree, we couldn't have a greater leader in Frederick when it comes to the immigrant community than Elizabeth Chung. She's not just the executive director here, she's a rock star, right? Is she not? And let me tell you, Elizabeth Chung does not need any 2020 census to tell her just how diverse our state is. She came here as an immigrant in 1970. And she knows exactly from life experiences how challenging it can be for immigrants when they come to this country. I know that because I came here as an immigrant as well. And so that's why services like this, or centers like this, and the services they offer are so critical to be able to give those opportunities for people that are often forgotten. And that's why Governor Moore has made it a mission in our administration that we will leave no one behind, because too many people have been left behind for far too long. And I can tell you that it's been my greatest honor to be able to serve with such a great leader, with such great vision for the state of Maryland. I don't know anybody that works harder than Governor Moore. I don't think he sleeps at all, honestly. I mean, he is thinking, dreaming, working, doing everything he can for Marylanders. You couldn't have a greater champion for all of us than Governor Moore. Yesterday we celebrated Diwali, which is a festival of lights for many of the Asian communities. And one of the things I said about the governor, and it is true, and if you get to meet the governor, you'll know this as well. Sometimes there are people you meet in this world, and upon meeting them, your life is never quite the same again. And that's exactly who Governor Moore is. So Governor Moore, I want to say thank you for sharing your light with me. Thank you for sharing your light with the people of Maryland. So now it's my pleasure to introduce my friend, our governor, Wes Moore.
Good morning. Good morning. God bless you all. No. Please do not sit down yet. Can we please give it up for our remarkable Lieutenant Governor, Aruna Miller? We are so blessed. And I tell you, I am so blessed to have Aruna as a partner in this work, but importantly, I'm a very proud Marylander, and I am proud that that is my Lieutenant Governor. It's a joy to be with each and every one. Please, everybody, take a seat. Please take a seat. Thank you. And good morning. And first, I have to say, it is so good being back in Frederick. It is so good being back in Frederick, and County Executive and Mr. Mayor, I tell you, coming to Frederick is showing us what right looks like all across the state. Bless you both, and thank you for your leadership and for your partnership. Thank you. It's a joy, and please give Congressman our best as well. Congressman Sharon has just been a true champion for not just for all of us. So please give him our best, and he has a great representative. Thank you so much. Oh, use this one? Sorry. All right. Is that any better? No? Oh, I can do my outside voice too if I need to. And I have to tell you too, to be here joined by this remarkable delegation. Senator, thank you so much for your leadership, and to this entire delegation. It is a joy. It is a joy to have you all as partners in this work and as people who we learn from and grow from every single day. So bless you, and I can't wait till January too. We got more good work to get done together. Bless you guys, and thank you so much. And I tell you, in so many ways, I know we do stand on hallowed ground. And I also just want to, and I'd be remiss if I didn't give an acknowledgement to the Piscataway people and the representatives, because you're not just the prayer and the guidance that you gave is so important, but also you are absolutely right. It's important that we always honor our history and those who came before us. And so bless you and thank you so much, the entire Piscataway tribe. But I say I stand here on hallowed ground because this is a clear example of what progress looks like. And it's a clear example of what's necessary to make progress happen. The entire AACF, and I'm talking about Gurpreet and Amira, and of course, we have to give it up for our remarkable leader, Elizabeth Chung, who makes sure in all of this work that you're going to see all of us and that all of us are welcomed. We stand here on hallowed ground because we understand that this is not just a place where we're making tangible progress, but this is a place where dreams are realized. That when we first had the opportunity to walk through those doors, and we had a chance to meet the families and the beautiful children, I have to tell you what I saw. I saw Hema, a woman who immigrated to this country with her children, with a hope for a better tomorrow, not just for herself, but a hope for a better tomorrow for her children. I saw Joy, an immigrant who came to this country with big dreams that she was just simply hoping that other people would see as well. I saw two women, as you first came in, who really did in many ways epitomize and embody the beauty of what's happening at AACF. And when I got a chance and I looked around and I saw the spirit of Hema and I saw the spirit of Joy, and the idea and the reality that these two women could have never imagined when they first immigrated to this country, when they first immigrated to this state, that this past January they would be sitting together and watching the inauguration of their two children to become the governor and lieutenant governor of a state that helped to welcome them. This place is a dream fulfiller. And it's a reminder that every single one of us have an important role to play in making our state everything that it can be. You know, we a special shout out and acknowledgement to you because, you know, you have, and especially in celebration of Veterans Day, you know, you continue to show what it means to lead both in and out of uniform. You continue to show that leadership does not have an expiration date. We are grateful for you and all you continue to do for not just this county, but this entire state. But it's true, and something that we learned in our first days of this idea and this credo of leave no one behind. It's not just a mantra. It's a value statement. And it's not just a value statement. It's a governing philosophy. Where everything we do and everything we build towards, it's making sure that each and every one of us are seen and respected, that each and every one of us are uplifted. Because if we can do that, there's nothing that can stop us as a state. There's nothing that can hold us back. Making sure that these community conversations are not just with, but they're also with community organizations. They're also with community college. Great to see Frederick Community College. Madam President, it's great to be with you always, and thank you for your remarkable work. It's with our business leaders. It's everybody. Because those who are closest to the challenge are the ones who are closest to the solutions. They just need to make sure, we need to make sure they're at the table. And so in this time and in this moment, the reason that we celebrate, the reason that we're so proud that working in collaboration with this remarkable General Assembly, this remarkable delegation, that the state was able to put forward in our first budget, in our first legislative session, put forward $1.7 million towards this. And I tell you, Elizabeth, you're absolutely right. I look over there and I see all that green space. I see just space and opportunity for more good work, for more good work. Yes. But this is a time when we can invest in everybody. Because if we do that, we are going to be a state that lives up to its full potential. And it's also a celebration of something else. You know, I stand here with an incredible partner in this work and a remarkable member of our administration, Secretary Paul Munt. And one of the first things that we did, one of the first things that I signed was an executive order when I became governor, and that was the creation of the Department of Service and Civic Innovation, a first of its kind initiative inside of the country, where we are focusing on how do we make service a priority. I'm so glad y'all are standing up too, because y'all know where I was going. I am so proud of each and every one of you, and we're thankful for you. This group right here, this is not just a realization of a dream. You all are an answer to a challenge. You're the answer to the challenge when people are looking at our communities and people are looking at our society and wondering, are we just hopelessly divided? Are we just a society where everyone cares more about where the idea came from than is it a good idea? Are we just a society who is going to spend all of our time in our silos? And instead of using our hands to work together to build, we use our fingers to point. Are we the type of society that we are going to break apart not by something external, but we're going to have an implosion be our demise? And you all have decided to raise your hands and lift your heads and stick out your chests and say, no, we're better than that. And in this moment, service will save us. Service will save us from the vitriol. Service will save us from the political divisiveness. Service will save us from the small-mindedness. Service will save us. And we are thankful that you all are serving as the anecdote. You all are serving as a solution. You all are serving as the answer. You all are serving as the example. And I tell you right now, while you are the first group, you're the first group of Marylanders who raised your hands. I can tell you right now, the whole country's watching you. And you're leading us all. So thank you. Thank you. Frederick, it's time. It's time that we love unabashedly. It's time that we lead courageously. It's time that we ignore the naysaying. It's time that all the frustration that people have, that we can stand collectively and say we have an answer. And the answer is we build together. The answer is we serve together. The answer is we get to know each other again. The answer is we provide supports for all of those who need and deserve a champion. Because when we do that, they're going to protect our future. They'll be the ones who will make us better. They will be the ones who will help us to make a state that those who came before us, that they hope for. And those who come after us, that they deserve. I thank God for each and every one of you. I thank God for the chance to be here with you. I thank God for the opportunity to serve with remarkable leaders and remarkable people who also all around this area understand that public service does not have to be an occupation, but it must be a way of life. It must be the way that we give our thanks. We celebrate the work we've collectively done together. And I stand here to say, we are just getting started. Well, God bless you guys, and thank you so much for all you continue to do. Thank you.
I also wanted to acknowledge on the stand with us, although time got cut short, Molly with the governor's office was giving us we need to accelerate because of the governor's schedule. But Karen Brown, the president of the Family Support Network, is with us as well, and we wanted to make sure we acknowledged her and her partnership. So in the interest of time, we need to cut a ribbon. So we're going to ask our stage dignitaries to come down in front of the stage, and the board and staff of AACF to please come forward. We're going to pose for a picture, cut a ribbon, and then the governor's party will need to move on to their next agenda item. So we could have our platform guests, board of AACF, and staff of AACF join us up front.
Make some room here. We're never going to get this done. All right. Come on in. Everybody back up. Everyone back up. Hey, guys, everybody's going to back up. If you're not in the picture, please back up. If you're not in the photo, please back up. Folks, we have the governor's official screen.
So folks, everybody take 10 steps back. Everybody, photographers, supporters, friends, 10 steps back.
Please everybody step back.
I could get the troopers.
Please step back.
Do not cut. No cutting yet.
So look, we're gonna do this twice. I'm gonna count to 3 twice. 1, 2, 3. Look at the cameras and your biggest, best smile. Second time I count to 3, governor's gonna cut that ribbon. Got that?
김병기 회장님, 빨리 오셔야.
Sir, you're still in.
I need you to move back.
김병기 회장님 어떻게?
If we can put the scissors on the ribbon, but do not cut it. And gentlemen right behind the governor. Oh, there you go. Thank you, sir. I want to make sure I see as many faces as I can. Okay, in tight on the side.
Ready?
Just look right here. Just
One.
No, okay. Look up here.
2, 3. Big smile. Excellent. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.